Maroon 5, one more night on the station playing all the hits, 101.7 KISS FM. Good morning, it's 8:18. Stubble B and Lori, and we are joined on the phone right now, Lori, by a man who was kind of the talk of the wrestling world last week based on what happened at the end of Impact Wrestling. Please welcome to the show for the very first time, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles. Good morning, AJ.
Good morning.
So Monday morning for you, being a family man, what's that like?
Oh, that's getting up, taking the boys to school, yelling at them most of the time, just get their shoes and eat their, whatever meal and brush your teeth and getting them off to school. I mean, I'm a dad. That's what I do.
That's cool because I think a lot of people look at you as this guy that we see as an Impact Wrestling superstar, but, on the days off, man, you want to be home with the family and hanging out with the kids, right?
That's right. I've tried to be, instead of superstar, I try to be super dad, and I do a terrible job, but, it is what it is, right?
How do you make it work out, though, man? Because I know you're busy. You always have to be on the go doing different appearances and, of course, being on the road so much. How do you make it work and stay so level-headed?
Well, I just can't forget, where I came from. I think that's the most important thing. I didn't come from the silver spoon in my mouth. I've worked for everything I've gotten. And I think that's how I stay grounded, man, is not forgetting where I came from. And
one of the things that we saw this past week on Impact Wrestling was the fact that AJ Styles has kind of taken on a little bit more of an edge, and this past week you called out the president of TNA Impact Wrestling, Dixie Carter, and I think that shocked a lot of people, AJ.
Well, I think it may have shocked a lot of people, but at the same time I said a lot of things that they themselves would say to Dixie Carter if they had the opportunity. I was just giving, Dixie what she deserved, what she needed to hear so that, we can turn this TNA around, make it something different, make it the alternative.
So for the people who might have missed it at the end of the show on Thursday night, you basically looked at Dixie and said the decisions that she's made over the course of the last number of years have been all the wrong decisions based on talent acquisition, spending money in the wrong areas. And that was a pretty gutsy move to go out there and call out the president on television like that.
Well, I think our roster is second to none. We have the best athletes in professional wrestling. We do wrestling better than anybody, and we're not given the opportunity to get in the ring and wrestle. It bothers me. I couldn't figure out what it was over the past couple of years that was really bugging me. It was that we have to roster to be better than it is. We can be so much with Impact Wrestling, and yet we're being held back by certain people. And do I dare say it was Dixie Carter?
So is there anybody else that we feel like we should call out this morning that might be holding people back? Or is that what we're going to hear on Thursday? Because I know Thursday you guys are in Little Rock, and it's Impact Wrestling Live on Spike TV from the Verizon Arena, and I guess we'll find out more about what's going on in your mind.
Well, I think we're going to find out what Hulk Hogan's going to have to say about this whole thing, the whole situation with Dixie and I. And I'd like to get his take on how he feels about it. Granted, he's one of those guys that came in from another company, so I want to know where he stands with this whole thing.
So Thursday at the Verizon Arena, it's going to be a night where Hulk Hogan's going to be there. All the superstars of Impact Wrestling are going to be there as well. And when people go to this event and they go to see this live television production, what do they get when they watch Impact Wrestling Live?
They get an unbelievable experience. Like I said before, the wrestling is second to no one. If that's what you want to see, we've got it. There's no doubt about that. But then again, if you want to see some entertainment, we've got that too. Eric Young, I think, is one of the most entertaining guys in professional wrestling, and also has a show called Off the Hook. He's going to be there. There's all kinds of things. You want it, we got it.
I know that we're excited to have tickets to give away this week as we get closer and closer to Thursday night. So listen for the chance to win those free tickets to see AJ Styles and Dixie Carter and Hulk Hogan and how that all unravels on Thursday. But we also have to look forward to Bound for Glory, because I know on October the 20th, the big pay-per-view is Bound for Glory, and it's AJ Styles challenging for the World Heavyweight Championship against, Lori, one of your favorites, Bully Ray.
Oh, yeah. Like him.
What are you thinking about that match, AJ?
I'm trying to figure out what it is about Bully Ray that Lori finds, entertaining or whatever it is.
I can tell you. It's the way he spoke to me.
He flirted.
The way he spoke to you?
He actually told Brandon to be quiet. He wanted to talk to me.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, well, maybe you need to meet him in person. Maybe that'll change your mind. But as far as Bound for Glory, listen, there's no doubt about it. Bully Ray's one of the baddest dudes in professional wrestling. I get the opportunity to wrestle him for the World Heavyweight title. And I'm telling you, this is my prediction, and you can bet on it. I'm going to beat Bully Ray with the World Heavyweight title.
October the 20th, live on pay-per-view. And AJ, you were saying on Impact this past Thursday, there's no contract that you're signed to right now, that you want to go out there and say what you want to say, and you want to take that world title to basically prove something to Dixie Carter.
You know, a lot of people think, well, why didn't Dixie just fire him? Well, she can't. We signed a contract that allows me to wrestle for the World Heavyweight title. And when I get that title, you know, who knows what's going to happen. I'm not afraid to walk out. I'll retire and leave on top. Wow. I'm not afraid to do that. Some people are. I'm not that guy. You know, I busted my butt for too long. It's, you know, she doesn't want to give me what I think I deserve and what the company needs to, you know, get, you know, the respect back. I mean, I'll leave. I will take that title and I'll leave, and they can find someone else. They can find a paper champion.
Wow. October the 20th, Bound for Glory, live on pay-per-view. And Lori had come up with 5 questions for AJ Styles, rapid-fire questions. Let's see what she has here. What you got, Lori?
Okay, what's your favorite cheat food?
Golden Oreo cookies.
Oh, okay. I'm in. Who's your favorite wrestler, somebody you looked up to growing up?
See, that's my problem. I never really looked up to. I guess if I had to pick someone, it'd have to be the Road Warriors, the tag team, the Road Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. On a Sunday afternoon, do you want to stay at home with a family or you want to be up and going?
I want to stay at home with the family.
Who would you like to wrestle that you haven't wrestled yet?
Well, there's definitely some guys. You know, there's one guy that I haven't had a one-on-one match with, and I think I'd love to wrestle him before he retires. And he does work for the other company, but he's a great dude, Rey Mysterio.
Okay. And the last one, I know you travel a lot. Do you have a favorite place that you've been?
A favorite place, and we get to go there at Bound for Glory, is San Diego.
Oh,
one
nice.
of the most beautiful places I've ever been to in my life, and I've been all over the world, and there's no place like San Diego. When kids get out, you know, when they go for lunch, they actually go surf on the beach. And I thought,
yeah,
how great would it be to be a kid in San Diego?
Be fabulous.
All right, the phenomenal one, AJ Styles, TNA Impact Wrestling Superstar, live in Little Rock at the Verizon Arena coming up on Thursday night. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. You can find out more about it at ImpactWrestling.com as well. And AJ, we'll see you Thursday night in Little Rock.
All right, guys, I'll see you there.